Welcome everybody back to Daniel Makes Terrible Decisions in the game of Humankind. So last episode, we attacked the Brown Nation thinking, hey, they're a one-city miner, they should be pretty weak. Lo and behold, they had 12 units just sitting here. So we're probably going to get stuffed, but it'll be fun, right? It may just mean after this we're going to have to retool all of our cities to building military units. Which is fine. That's not what I planned to do. Anyway, in terms of units to attack, at least we don't have vision issues this time. Obviously, these are the citizens that I was talking about. So they're just like filler units. They're actually pretty good. With the military strength of 20. They're a lot better than our scouts, put it that way. And they're actually stronger than our, scout horse, too. But we want to chip away as much as we can. Their noble javeliners is going to be the real issue here. But we can't reach them either. They have building cover too, which is interesting. Yeah, this is going to get pretty spicy. Anyway, let's attack them here. We're going to continue to attack them there. Got okay rolls. We are going to bravely not... Well... I was going to say, are we going to bravely not attack? I don't actually know, so we're going to move our crappy scout unit that's going to die. He's going to move over there just so he's another filler unit so they don't, flank my archers. If I make this attack, they're dead. And it's partly due to the height and partly due to the fact this unit's terrible. So we're probably not going to do that. Meanwhile, on this front, that's probably the attack to go on, so we're going to do that attack. Yeah, so he's on negligible hit points. This unit, because it has fervor, they do get no combat penalty when they're at lower health. But here's the problem, they're poisoned, so they're really, really slow. So I'm actually just going to defend in place. These guys are absolutely toast. So we're just going to defend them in place too. These guys really can't do much of anything. So they're just going to move, I guess, to keep our archers from getting smashed. But they really can't do anything else. So they're going to defend as well. Yeah, this was a really poor decision. What a mistake to make. Oh dear, dear. That's what happens when you play a game for... well, this is the second time, but I haven't played this game all that much. It's been a busy last couple of weeks. But that's fine. We're not going to, pretend we didn't do it and reload or anything. That's not fun. But yeah, we lost one of our scouts already. We are taking a lot of damage. That scout's about to go as well. Oh, did he actually live? Oh, he did by the skin of his teeth. That's amazing. Kudos to him. Oh, no, there he goes. Now he's dead. Yeah, this was a very, very poor decision. It might even be worth at this point being like, if we have the option to bravely run away, maybe we should do that. Because, yeah, even our archers now are being attacked. They just have so many units. I don't think once you attack, though, you actually can retreat. Or at least if you can, I don't see it. I think you can only retreat before the battle starts. Yeah, I don't think you can actually retreat once it's gone, once the actual battles began. Yeah, there were their citizens. Even their citizens, they're just their filler unit. Took lumps out of our archers. So now the case is just going to be, can we take out a single one of their units at this point? I don't see any unit that we could actually take out. And taking out their citizens is is a waste of time. They don't. No, they're not going to come back and attack us, put it that way. Yeah, I don't actually see any scenario where we can take out a single unit of theirs. We're still going to try to do it, obviously, but this was not one of our wisest ideas. I can't believe how many units they had. I mean, like I said, you get the citizens for free anyway. But they had so many non-citizen units. Just a crazy number of them. And I don't even think that's a good idea. So we're legitimately just going to be a wimp and defend and see if we last the next turn or not. On the flip side, we're going to make a lot of money because a lot of our maintenance will be gone now. Oh, what a mistake. Yeah, that's where you can just see now we're just getting, shredded. I'm not convinced we're going to have any units left at the end of this turn. They took our flag because that was the the tile we had to protect. Are we actually going to get through with one unit being alive? What a waste of time. Yeah, we did. So we have one unit that's alive. A whole one. And again, we have no way of actually taking out a unit of any kind here. That one, if we get incredibly lucky, but no. Anyway, somehow we didn't lose on that one turn, but yeah, that didn't go so well. And the Greeks no, we're gonna ignore all that. The Greeks are demanding territory offers.
It will cost you a lot to get out of this one.
Although it's funny that they hate us, but we're both allied to the same. Yeah, we're allied to the same guy. It's just funny. No, we're not interested. So in terms of an alliance, I don't actually know how you can bring. Okay, so you can do this then. I don't really feel the need to bring them in, but this is how you do it, apparently. Okay. Good to know. Anyway, this was a disaster, so what we need to do is retool who's doing what. So, military units are going to have to come first. That's just a no-brainer. So I'll get a couple out there. And then in terms of other cities, Nemossos is the one city that's not going to build military units. However, here in our capital, we clearly have to do so. So, in terms of what we're building then, I guess we're just going to spam out a load of... Yeah, we're going to have to. Just a load of our unique unit. No, we're not going to cancel that one. We're going to cancel these ones here. Start doing that. Start getting those pumped out. I don't want to waste hammers. And then this one's going to start pumping out units as well. I'm hoping by the time we start building out an absolute ton of units, we will have better ones to work with. Maybe that's what we'll pick our next cultural group based on, if they have a good military unit or not. These guys have the same same upkeep. So we're just going to get some regular swordsmen in this case. Pop that there so it gets prioritized, and we're actually going to build that city watch just so we can get that sped up. Okay, so that was a disaster of a turn. let's go next turn and see what we're going to do. Fenghao's losing population. What are they doing over there? What is this fight? Oh, it's my yeah, we're gonna completely be incapable of retreat. We're just gonna instant resolution that because we're gonna lose. That's fine. Acknowledge. Go away. Alright. Beyond that, we now have to... We're going to wait 2 turns, we're going to get a new culture, and then we're going to go and see if we can find a new military unit that will help us. We can also go now with army wages. We're going to go... paid wages. Because that will also increase our stability, because it'll put us right in the middle of that ideology axis. So we're definitely going to do that. Meanwhile... Oh, Fenghao's just losing population because it's building military units. That makes sense. So what we're going to do then is we're going to start doing that. We're then going to move this here because we're clearly going to have to start, moving the units out of Fenghao, possibly to go and reinforce the fact that they could potentially just break down here from Memphis. I hope they don't, but it's a distinct possibility. They only took 3 units out with them, though. These noble Javelineers are going to be the real issue. purely because they've got they're a ranged unit with a strength of 26, and we just don't have anything like that. We just don't have an equivalent unit. So that's a real issue for us. So yeah, we'll have to keep watching it. We may just have to keep throwing in our damaged, unique Celtic unit over and over, which is definitely not preferable. These scouts, even though they would legitimately just be space, you know, just filler, they need to go over here next turn, just so we can reinforce. I don't see orange bringing any units over here, though, which is good, and I don't see black having put any near the border either, which is good. Yeah, there's Feng Hao getting its population back, but it'll start losing them. Our ally nation are now just, you know, saying all of our misdeeds, apparently, in the past are fine now that we're friends, which is nice. Oh, and now we're up to the cap again. So we have to start moving some units out. We got rhetoric. There's our era star. And now we are going to go ahead and I think move to the next cultural group. So, what do we want to pick? So, in terms of details, this is not... They have a 43 military strength unit. That's crazy. But you need to have heavy infantry and 2 iron, which apparently we don't have. The Franks have horses. They give you a lot of influence, which I do like. Then we have the Teutons, obviously with their knights. You also need 2 iron for that, and chivalry. The Khmer have a unique elephant, also needs 2 iron. Does everything need 2 iron in this? The longbow doesn't. And the English also play the agrarian game, so they're about money, you know, about food as opposed to money as well. Their stronghold unique unit increases the range by 2 for a ranged unit standing on it, which is very good. More stability. I'm not going to pick England necessarily because I'm English, but we may well end up doing that. The Mongol Horde have a very unique unit. Yeah, this Horde unit's pretty unique. The Umayyads would be good for science, and then you got the Norse that, no, it's clearly not going to work for us because we're not going out to sea. Okay, so we're going to pick the English, and what is probably going to happen is we'll get a cutscene. So let's confirm. There we go. And what we're effectively going to start doing next turn is we're going to start building range units, which is convenient because we spent most of our time building everything that's not a ranged unit. So we're going to move a group of 3 out of there so we have space to build units, so we're not wasting turns. We need to pick a new tech. Do we want to get foreign outposts to make things cheaper? That's not really a priority right now. I'm just going to pick mounted warfare. It's a nice quick tech. And we have an idle army. Of course we do. We're going to just have that sit in place. Okay, so I'm going to shut up, hit end turn, and I'm sure that we're going to see the cutscene. Let's hope it doesn't crash.
Wisdom and technical innovation from earlier eras bring humankind new knowledge, and we immediately use it to find new ways to kill each other off. Greater empires build more powerful armies, but brute strength may be defeated by superior innovations. It is brains versus brawn, with ever richer cities as tempting spoils for the victor. Whatever you think of the agrarian English, don't complain about their cooking. They'll come after you with their longbowmen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Narrator. Alright, so hopefully the cutscene there ran properly. I had to play around with the settings a little bit to get that to play ball, but alas, you should have at least seen something, hopefully. So we're going to be the English. And they're still food focused. It works pretty well because we have quite a high population. We're now in the lead in terms of fame by quite a long way. So again, other nations might start getting jealous of us. But we really do have a problem. What is that unit, by the way? That's just a scout. Okay, I don't really care about that. We're just going to take out... Can we... Actually, we can reach him this turn. That's funny. I did not mean to take the entire stack, though. Oops. That's fine. It's not what I meant to do, but it's fine. We're actually just going to stop them in place. Anyway, what we have to do next is we have to start building some of our own unique unit once we can. So we have to check our tech tree and see where our unique unit is. And our tech tree is a mess. Like, we don't even have sailing yet. So where is our unique unit? It's here at War Summons. I'm actually just going to go straight there, because we clearly need that unit ASAP. It still lets us get mounted warfare first, which is fine. But yeah, that's going to be super important. So effectively, we're going to be still pumping out a load of melee units, and then as soon as we get the longbow, we're going to start making those instead. And that should make our army nice and balanced. Bit slow, but nice and balanced. Okay, next turn. Mossos getting a population. Those scouts are going to try and run around us, I'm sure. We're just going to take it out because it counts as a military unit we've attacked. And I bet the problem we're having right now, yeah, is our war support. So our war support is dropping because we're at war. Their war support's just going to stay as is, but it doesn't really matter. I don't know why they said they were afraid of us. Their army is way better than they made it sound. We just want to grab those guys, I think. Yeah, I really don't need the scouts to go around the same stack. Oh, apparently they're all going anyway. It's fine. They're going to run away. I guess I'm just going to follow them for now. These three, though, can start doing that. I don't need to go that way. Do this. And then he's going to get caught in the middle. Is what's going to happen. So I'm going to keep these guys not in place. I'm going to put them there. I'm just going to have the scouts along for the ride, I guess. I don't mean to keep clicking it. There's certain things about this interface that I don't really like. And part of it is just because I'm stupid, I'm guessing. But you know, if I can make those mistakes, I'm sure, you know, generic gamer person can make that mistake as well. This is up to a stack of 4. So I'm going to take again. I'm just going to take the scout off. Like, the scout does not need to be here. And then we're going to take this guy and add him to that stack. So yeah, it's now a stack of 4. So that's fine. These two are going to stay in place because we need something to protect our capital with. We have land rights available, so we can go for communal land and get more food. Or we can go for inherited land and allow you to claim, attach, and merge territories with money instead of influence. Not interested in any of that. We'll go communal
Why
land.
should individual wealth and political connections determine the status?
So that's
of
fine.
someone's
Yeah,
fairness
thank
of
you
the
for the
land?
congratulations on a victory where we just attacked 1 scout. I know, it was the best battle I've ever seen. The one thing we should have going for us, though, is we will definitely be able to outproduce Brown. It's just going to be a question of how much, you know, is it going to take us to get rid of him. He shouldn't be able to retreat this turn either, so we're just going to instantly resolve that. It's fine. Yep, we got an increase of war support by 8, so that'll buy us some more time. We technically took negligible damage, 1%. Yeah, 1 unit took 12 damage. That's it, so that's fine. This scout is just going to sit in territory over here so I can see what's going on. He's probably going to die. It doesn't matter. I just need him for fog busting because I need to see if they're going to try and break through that way. So this 5 stack. These guys I'm just going to transfer to a separate group so I don't keep moving them around by accident. And I'm going to put them up here because I want to be able to see as well this angle to see where they're coming from. And that should have used all their movement, which it did. So for these guys then, they are going to start moving this way, but not all the way. We're probably going to put them there, I guess. That'll be fine. They have 6 movement. They are very, very quick, but that's because they're naked and they're not having to carry any, you know, heavy armor around. But that's also probably why their combat strength is a little bit lacking. Yeah, so I don't see them. They look like they're just defending, which obviously I'm fine with. We're going to sit in place for the moment. We are going to have a lot of military units. Thank goodness. This 4 stack is going to start coming up this way. I'm just going to put that on so I don't forget to do it. Like that. Feng Hao will probably try and build sciencey buildings now. I'm not sure if we want it to do it yet or not. There's the horseman, so if we do want faster units, we can. Night Rage doesn't matter to us right now. Do we still want more military units, or are we okay with you getting that one research quarter? I think we're alright with it. We are going to get quickly a little bit more influence. And then we're probably going to go back. We're going to start building some crappy archers so that when we get access to our unique technology, we can just upgrade them rather than having to build them. So we can spend some gold instead of just purely, you know, hammers and population. So here's our scout. Our scout can now technically be upgraded if we want to into a horseman. I don't really want to do that right now, so we're not going to. That's just a lot of money. We're not making a ton of money. We're making 36 per turn, and that's the problem with building up militarily. We're going to start struggling. We are going to try and ransack their iron, because if we can, you know, do that, they're going to start having less options in terms of things to build. So we definitely do want to do that. These two scouts are just going to do a little bit of busting. Like that. Technically, this was our own dish, you know, our own zone, but we don't go here enough to actually see it. There's a 4 stack of units. Pretty standard. We don't really want them to attack us right now, though. Haojing actually has nothing in its queue. So we are going to... What are we going to do? What are we going to do here? I think what we're going to do is we're going to reduce its production a little bit. Not a ton. We're going to start getting some more gold. Just so we don't go bankrupt trying to fund this army. And we're going to build a couple of archers in here as well. And then we are going to... What do we want to do? Probably get just a little bit more passive food so we can start moving more of our farmers over to money as well. And that'll be a smart thing to do. These guys shouldn't be able to be reached, but I'm going to bravely run away just in case. They also might not be able to see me over here. We'll see where that unit goes. Nope, they are coming that way. How far they came this way, I don't know. Oh, they did attack that scout because it was ransacking, which is fine. We're going to retreat. Why did you retreat that way? Why? It just makes no sense. Which means that I'm going to lose that unit, which extra sucks because it means I'm going to lose a load more war support too. That's frustrating. But what are we going to do? Okay, actually that's really convenient. The Ghanaians and the Aztecs are at war. That actually couldn't have got any better. So if we zone out to the map here, so it means orange and black are at war. So if they keep each other busy, that's going to buy us a lot more time to try and take out brown. And we have an event, Raiders of the Far Seas. According to hearsay, every springtime, longboat raiders have pillaged and looted lands close to your borders. Sailors hailing from the neighbour, yes, that's what I meant to say, from the harbour in Mossos swear that they have seen such slender vessels on the horizon, even hearing the low, eerie sound of their rowing chants. Some say they even row upriver to strike into the heart of the continent. With your naval force weak, that's an understatement, we don't own a boat. People near the border are frightened they will be next. They are threatening to flee. What will you do? So if we assure them we sacrifice production for stability temporarily, we can ignore it because we don't care, or we can actually hire the very fleet that's complaining, which we're actually going to do. Only for fog busting purposes, really, more than anything else. It's just a convenient time to do it, because ships will cost you a lot more than that by default. And cogs are pretty good. 34 combat strength, not going to complain. So, in terms of what we're going to do with these guys, we're going to keep them as a group because I don't want to lose them. I'm going to be brave and try and have them... Where is the button? I'm looking for a very particular button. Where is it? I want it... Yeah, auto... I was looking straight at it. We're going to hope the AI is not stupid enough to have all three of these ships break, because in this game, certain military units that are on the sea can't stay in deep water for prolonged periods of time. They just don't have the durability or the ship design or whatever it is. So if they stay in deep water for long enough, they'll drown. Let's see if the AI is smart enough to not have them drown, because I actually don't know the answer. I also wish in hindsight I'd seen what the stack of units is here, because now that I don't know, I don't really want to get involved. Also, we need to get... What are we missing that we can build a mine on over here? Oh, we have access to a resource I didn't even see, so we should definitely do that. What resource is it? Silk? Yep, we're definitely going to do that. Stronghold would be useful, but I'm not going to go for that yet. So, we need to be doing something different so that we don't just waste turns. I wonder how many turns we wasted that I don't know about. They also have 100 stability in this city, in City of Akkad. So it might actually be worth trying to get down some raw resources, because we're at 14 of 14 population. They physically can't get more people, so we just have to make the people more efficient. And this is not going to be a great city for money. It's not. It's got a river, but not a huge amount. And down here, a lot of these tiles are just terrible. Yeah, there's not a lot going on here. I mean, look, there's 3 gold, 3 gold, 3 gold. There's a 9 gold there, so I guess we'll put that down. And then, yeah, we're going down to 6. It's not great, but we're going to have to do something with money. So we're going to do that. We are going to take... Wow, there's a real variety bag of units over here, eh? So we're going to take this unique unit and this unit, I guess. Transfer it into their own army. Get them over here. This 4 stack is going to probably go over there with them. Yes, I know we can only have a stack of 5. I'm not going to keep the horse permanently with us, but it's just a temporary. So we're going to have these guys move over here. The horse, I'm just going to have, again, doing a little bit of fog busting. But we're going to hope this is a little bit less useless than that scout was. I mean, it can't get much more. I also think there's another stack here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So we are also going to backtrack with our scouts. There it is. So again, it shouldn't be able to reach us from here. So that's fine. Okay, so we're back to a 5 stack over here, which is absolutely alright. These 2 units are going to come over here, so that we can continue to build units in Haojing. These guys still technically have a movement point left, so I guess we'll put it there just for extra safety. And the Greeks, what do they think about us now? They don't hate us as much, which is nice. What are we being offered? Are we being offered anything over here that's of any use to us? We have silver, we have ambergris available. We have access to salt. Salt and incense have a very, very similar icon, by the way. You can notice them here, which I think could do with tweaking. Yeah, there's nothing there that's particularly interesting, so that's fine. So battle underway between... What is this unit? What am I facing? Oh, it's just a... Yeah, it's that. Well, there's not much we can do about it, so you might as well let him die. Yeah, that was the scout that decided, hey, I'm going to run away straight into the heart of the territory of the enemy. That's a good idea. It wasn't. So we're going to put that there. This spearman is going to join them. This horse, meanwhile, is probably going to come over here for now. Because, again, it's a quick unit, and it's not a very strong unit, even though it's a unique unit. And it's, yes, battle combat strength is higher when the stability is higher. And our average stability, I checked, maybe 20, 30 minutes ago, was 80, which is not bad. These guys at this point are just going to be a sitting duck, so I'm just going to get them out of the way. Get them over there. This 5 stack of units, though, I am definitely going to put on top of this hill. Partly to fog bust and partly so that if they attack us, we're going to have a nice advantage. But as we saw, Memphis has 50 fortifications, which isn't great, and they have an absolute ton of units. So how this is going to go is effectively, if we want to take Memphis out, we're just going to have to throw a ton of units at it, and I just mean an absolute buttload of them, which we're going to potentially do, I think, next episode. How long are we going to have to wait until we get to the tech that we need? So we're currently researching Imperial Power. It's going to take 4 turns. Then there's 10 turns until we get War Summons. So that's 14 turns. So probably by the end of next episode, we'll have access to that. We'll do a load of upgrading. So we're actually losing money, actually, too, before I get too far ahead of myself. So we're going to... Haojing is just going to start doing money. It still has a ton of industry. Even... Oh, actually, I can only have 4 there. So that's fine. How much money can I make out of this city? Again, it's only 6 commerce tiles. That's not great. But we're clearly going to have to get some down. So we're just going to have to bite the bullet. So we're going to get this down. Our stability is great. Another 6. And another 6. We'll do that. Because, yeah, we definitely don't want to go bust. And when we do the upgrades, not only are the upgrades from archers to longbowmen obviously going to cost money, but their maintenance is going to increase too, right? So we have to make sure that we can afford to do it. So that's something we're going to have to be consciously aware of. This 5 stack of units I'm going to have proceed forwards, because if I can catch a fairly weak stack of theirs out, that will give us a lot of war support, which will help us prolong this war until we have access to the longbows. You're just going to do a little bit more fog busting. That would definitely be beneficial. Likewise, you're just going to go fog busting over here. You have nothing in your build queue, which is interesting. So you know what that means. You're going to be doing money stuff as well. Like that. I have to be careful with you, though, because your stability is not exceptionally high. So after we build those, we're going to build that and that as well. Alright, and end turn. So yeah, so hopefully by the end of next video, we will have enough in terms of longbows and cash to be able to afford said longbows. So we can actually take out Memphis, but we'll find that out next time. I appreciate you watching the video. If you liked it, let me know. I appreciate it. Hopefully we don't have another disaster like we did at the start of this episode militarily. We will see. Appreciate it. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching the video.